Hi, this is Carlos Cousins, and the following literary narrative question is asking about a word in context. We're talking about the word tyrannies here in line 52. Remember, for these, all you want to do, especially for just these passages, read the sentence that occurs and then a sentence before and after to try to figure out what's going on. So line 52 would be right over here. So it says, I had to stem a rapid rush of retrospective thought. Okay, so we're going to think about the past. We decided to stem it, so not to do it. We're not going to think about the past anymore. All my cousin John's violent tyrannies, all his sister's proud indifference, all his mother's aversion, all the servants' partiality turned up in my disturbed mind like a deposit in a turbid well. So she started actually having these thoughts about the past and a lot of negative things. John's violent tyrannies. Well, tyranny comes, it's related to tyrant. It has to do with uh, abusing power. So abuse. There's something bad that John is doing, and probably to her if she's remembering it, maybe to other people. But it looks like cousin John did some bad things, abused other people. So that's the context this is happening in. There's obviously other bad things she's remembering here. Her sister's pride, the fact that her mother didn't like, his mother didn't like her, aversion there, right? The servants were partial, so they liked other people instead of her, um, and her mind was disturbed like a turbid well. So very negative here. She had to stop those negative thoughts. And the next sentence says, "Why was I always suffering, always browbeaten, always accused, forever condemned?" So basically, she's thinking in this whole thing, why did people treat me so bad? So we have this like bad treatment that was directed toward her. So that's the context this is happening. Okay, well, what does that word mean there? John's violent tyrannies. He's being a tyrant. Anger. Well, we got the word violence there. So, yeah, he's probably very angry. But it looks like, in the context of everybody treating her badly, it isn't just that he's angry at her here. It's not that John is angry, it's that he is abusing people. He is channeling that anger, maybe, in order to treat people badly. So this doesn't quite cut it. Very close. If you pick that, you're very, very close. Companionship. Oh, well, totally not. Companionship here means it would imply that they hung out together, that they were friends, that they were together a lot. That's not what's going on. He was a tyrant in her eyes, so no way. Bullying. Well, that makes a lot more sense. And she's remembering this in a negative sort of flashback, negative things that happened, and she's remembering him having been a tyrant, right? Then that probably means that he was bullying people. Uh, so I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. Let's go ahead and consider the last one. Oh, again, very close. Rudeness. Yes, he was rude, but it seems to go beyond that. He was violent. He was tyrannical. So he was rude, but he also really badly affected her psyche here. She's it says she's disturbed as a result. You can be rude, but then it can go to a little bit higher level here where you really affect somebody negatively, and that it goes from being rudeness to being bullying. So these are very tied. Bullying is just a higher level here, and it looks like because of the way that she was affected, and the fact that she's a bit traumatized by this, it looks like this was more bullying than just plain rudeness. I hope that helped with this problem, and happy prepping.